Welcome to Unit 5. And in some ways, in Unit 5, it's where in the semester we begin to make a transition. We've spent the first month of this semester looking at some foundational concepts for the preaching ministry and just understanding preaching in general. But this week, we begin to shift and transition to think about what steps you need to go through to develop a biblical and effective message to preach to your congregation. The first step in doing that, which may seem obvious, this week we want to look at your preaching plan and text selection. So before you can analyze a text, before you can interpret a text, and before that begins to turn into a sermon, you have to know all about selecting the text. How do you go about appropriately picking the passage that you'll preach? And even furthermore, how should that fit into the larger philosophy or approach that you have for preaching and planning your preaching as a whole? So we're going to talk about that this week. We're going to look at planning your preaching and different approaches you can have to that. And then specifically, how do you think about the individual text that you'll select to preach within that particular preaching plan that will then develop into your weekly sermon. Look forward to having you this week. I think we're going to have a great time.